Hello, beautiful, magical, divine one. Thank you for pressing play. Thank you for choosing you in this way. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Angela and I channel source consciousness most days. And if you're not new, then thank you for returning and giving me permission to play in your beautiful frequency. Because we are co-creating this message, should you choose to continue focusing on it, right? Okay, I'm being told to take the cards out. I'm not sure what is going to come through today, but what I'm seeing right now is, I'm just going to call it, I'm going to say it's a phoenix because it's rising from what looks like ashes, but it's not quite. When you imagine a phoenix, you kind of imagine it as red, right? Red and gold. I don't know. That's what my human imagines. But you may imagine something different. But what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, the bird that is rising, it's almost like a black and white film, right? Something, there's a filter on 11 111. There's a filter that we can't quite see. So what this is telling me is, like, you are rising, like you've kind of allowed things to be burned to the ground. It's like this whole September, this is what it's coming through. This whole September has been like a hot pot, right? A melting pot. This message has come through, but it has been where you've burned things down, where you've allowed things to, that which is not for you, to fall away. And this is all coming through at like one with ones and fours. So this is very much collective. This is very much collective. These messages have been coming through, right, this September. You are making light of things, not only through your alchemy, but through your ability to see from a not so serious perspective, right? To detach from this seriousness of everything that is arising, taking place, unfolding, including you, most especially you, Source wants to say. So you're rising, like you've done it, right? This is what I'm hearing and feeling, and big confirmation. They're like, you've done it, you're there. The only thing left is for you to see, know, choose, believe, embody that truth. And it's like you're holding up the last call it a filter, right? I mean, I don't really know how I imagine when they were shooting black and white films, it was purely because they couldn't do color at that stage. But what I'm seeing here, it's like you have a color camera, right? Fully capable of filming in color, but you've placed this monotone black and white filter in front of the lens. So there's still a perspective that has to drop. But like, because I'm seeing that it's one lens. Okay, love this for you, friends. It's one lens. It's like, it's the lens of duality, right? It's where you drop, you actually see things for what they really are, the no separation. What I'm being reminded of, and it's funny because I think this title was very much at the beginning of this channel, but it was something along the lines of from monotone to full color. And this is what is coming through right now, is that you have been experiencing more miracles, more magic, more mystery, right? But this mystery is now like, yay, mystery, I don't know. That means it's going to be fucking fantastic, right? You're stepping into this warrior, you have a warrior light body. Your light body has been turned on, right? It's there. It's always there. This warrior, it's like a warrior code. It's like something. You're a light warrior, not a light worker, right? You didn't come here to problem solve and fix. You came here to experience, enjoy, live on your heaven on earth, fully embodied on your light and your divinity. For you to be that now version of you, that future now version of you, you could be that version now. Of course you could. You are unlimited. There is nothing limiting you except your limiting thoughts. So this light warrior code that was activated cosmically, feel if it resonates for you. You chose to wake up. You designed it this way. This is divine assistance. You are assisting you. You encoded this within yourself to wake up at a certain point. And if you're new to my channel, you may have felt this, right? You may have even seen other people speaking about it. I feel like this is very much a collective thing. That's what it feels like, right? Not just for this collective, like collectively. And it is because we are here to be seen. So this shift that you have been experiencing, and like September has been intense. Everything has been ramped up. I'm being reminded to this is what's coming through, right? I'm being reminded to say that it has been very intense for you. Do not make small of all that you have done. 5-5. You've done and achieved so much. You're right on time. 5-5-5. And right now, it's like there is a little bit of resistance. There's a little bit, I'm going to take the cards out in a moment. There is still this, I'm feeling this staying small, this not wanting to be seen, this like, I'm seeing a seed. I'm seeing a seed whose shell has, like, the husk has come off, and the seed is sprouting, the seed is germinating. It's in the dark, let's go with it, it's underground, right? Because all it has to do is push up, and it feels that something is different, right? It feels that there's less density to push through, like it's getting easier, and suddenly, okay, it's getting easier. What does that mean? Oh, if this is going to go away, what am I going to see? What am I going to experience? Let me stay here, let me stay here, let me stay here. This is the known, this is comfortable. It's not so bad, right? I don't know what I'm missing. It's not so bad. I can stay here. You can't. You can't. But this is the feeling that I'm feeling. And I feel like this is not your natural, like it's not your, it's moments. It's like little pockets of doubt, right? And it's at that popping through the glass ceiling moment. Like at that, can I just get to trust here? I know all I need to do is trust, and the ego comes in. Right? I'm feeling like this is very much an inner dialogue with self. So this is where your mental mastery comes in, friends. I'm going to share something with you at the end of the video because that's where I'm feeling called to share it. That I have found to be of great assistance when when learning to play with the ego in a more collaborative way. Okay, so if any of this calls to you, I ask you please to ground yourself in this beautiful magical now with your breath. Doesn't matter how many breaths, just breathing in fully and completely to your capacity and holding for a moment or two, acknowledging your heart space, your light, the source of you, your divinity, before surrendering with your exhale to this beautiful magical now and all that it contains. Surrendering to the now exactly as it is, in its entirety, in its perfection. Okay. Nine of Inspiration. This very much confirms this energy of the seed, right? Like right there, a little bit scared, a little bit tired, still with some limiting beliefs, right? This tired thing. I read I didn't go looking for it, but I saw a comment on a YouTube feed today where somebody was going, I'm choosing me more and more, and maybe I'm just too old, maybe not in this life. No judgment, no shame, no blame, no guilt in limiting thought, right? If we play in the paradigm of maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I'm not really here for it, maybe I'll catch it next time, maybe tomorrow, maybe in an hour, maybe in a minute. When we deny ourselves the pleasure, the bliss of answering the call of the now, which is essentially just following what is resonant for you. If the kitties make a little bit more fighting noises, I don't know if the mic picked it up, I'm going to just pause and go out and assist. This is actually, I'm going to use this as an example. This is a beautiful, interesting analogy, except it's real here where I am. So I'm moving, and my cat and my daughter are obviously coming with me. But there has been this cat, and if you're not new to my channel, you would have heard me speak about him. I've called him Norman. Somehow that name came from a neighbor. We don't really know if it's his name or if it's a he. But anyway, Norman. And Norman is going to be moving into this house. Like, he's chosen this house. But in this interim period of like 2-3 weeks, while me and my family are still here, and like Frankie, right? If it wasn't for Frankie, Norman could move in with Emma's dad, which is kind of who he's adopted, and I'm very glad. Beautiful how the universe works, friends, when you truly just pay attention to what is unfolding around you. And but in this interim period, right, the space hasn't quite been made yet for Norman, and Frankie doesn't quite have his new space yet, so there is a bit of, right, and that's kind of where you're at. It's like you're going and other stuff is coming in from whoever else, and it's a little bit haphazard at the moment, but it's perfect that way. It's at 11:11. It's something for you to observe, to use your alchemy on, to play. This is like where you get to practice playing, right? Because if this message has found you, your highest timeline has grabbed you, you're in it, you are the seed sprouting, you are like arising with new earth. You have to choose to see things completely differently, and you will then experience things completely differently, from black and white to full color. Okay, cards that we have here, beautiful. We have the 5 of Inspiration, the 5 of Wands, the World, the 2 of Materials. I'm going to take 2 more. What's coming through here very much is just quickly on the surface level, you are the choice in every 2, right? The more and more you choose your choices are portals, friends. Okay, imagine this is a choice. Every single one of these mirrors is a choice. Okay, and if we pay attention to her, like, right, she's dancing, she's moving, she's like yogaing through life, right? This is a choice. It doesn't feel resonant. Breathe. No. What now? This is something that calls to me. Yes. Okay, breathe and go into it, and then do not allow doubt. Do not allow, oh, can I, can't I? Can I hold this pose? Do I have the strength? Counting down. It's no, it's breathing, and it's going, and it's allowing, and it's flowing. So you're the choice in every 2. Your choices are portals. Your words are spells, friends. Always. Always. And right now, like, you're right there. This perspective, right? It's like a lens. It's like this is the lens that you're going to be seeing through, the lens of Gaia, the lens of your heart, the lens of love. But you have to, and it is a have to, because there is no other way, right? And you don't have to do it now. You can do it whenever you feel called to play that way, right? It's all up to you. There is no right time, wrong time. There's your time, and your time is perfect whenever it is. Norman says hi. Okay, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Voices, the Strength card at the bottom. Being told to take 1 more. Okay, 2 more. 5 of Emotions for the Emperor. This Emperor is speaking about flow, right? Really, really just allowing things to unfold as they feel called to. Knowing that everything is working out for you. 1414. Despite what it looks like. I may pull an alchemy card on that Emperor, because I feel like for some of you, that's what's tripping you up. It's the word that's coming through. Tripping you up, because you know that you're walking, right? It's like you're walking up a mountain. I'm not a hiker. Maybe you are. But... and it's beautiful on the walk, and you can see the top, and you're like, go, 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 go. But you get lost in thought, you're not paying attention to your feet, you're not being present, you trip. Maybe you have a little tumble. You get back up, you can still see where you're going, right? You can choose to focus on the tumble, or you can choose to just go, 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 go. Like the tumble happened, it's perfect. Go, 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 go. Like, do not allow the obstacles, because knowing that you are creating the obstacles, right? It's smooth sailing to the top for you. Any obstacle that you experience at this point is generated from you, from your thoughts. Your thoughts are, you are the projector. Your focus is where you place your focus. Yeah, you place it on something happy, something 5D, something high frequency. That high frequency 5D is reflected back in your reality. It's what you experience as your reality, right? But it's because of what you choose to think about, what you choose to focus on, the frequency in which you chose to be in, what you choose to embody, right? Your divinity, your ego, because there's only really those two, right? The truth of you knows this. You feel the resonance there. The ego doesn't like it, so the mind might be playing up at those words. You're here to lead your ego. This is really the time where it is happening. This is why this mental mastery is coming through. So why I feel very called now to share with you, because we have the 5 of emotions, right? There's attachment here with this 5. There's something that really is being called for release, that is being held on to. But what I'm hearing is that there's no clarity, right? I'm hearing again this, your thoughts are muddying the water, so you can't see the fish. You actually don't know what is resonant, what is not, because you actually fall. You actually can't see. You're too busy controlling. You're not giving yourself enough permission to flow, right? This is this emperor energy that I'm feeling. There is this control is maybe habitual, like maybe it's just the way that you've been doing things for a really, really long time, and just dropping it is maybe a little bit, your human is finding it a little bit uncomfortable. We are not here to shock our nervous systems. We are here to work with our beings and listen to what our being is saying to us and go from there. These videos and videos that you watch and information that you consume, information that assists you, information that resonates, is all to assist you in remembering the truth that is you, the truth within you. So when messages come through like don't go outside of self, you are the one that gets to tune into you and see if that resonates, if you're there yet, if it's maybe just an adjustment that's being called for at this time. Okay, so the guidance here, friends, and this is where I'm being called to share something that has been of great assistance to me. Give yourself a silent retreat. Don't go on a silent retreat, and it's actually not even a silent retreat at all, except it's a silent retreat into self when your reality allows. So this is where you practice quietening the mind. You're thinking, stop. Don't even give it a second thought. You're thinking, it's not real, it doesn't exist. It is the matrix, it is the mind trap. Shut the thoughts down. If you're having big feelings with regards to these thoughts, that's where your alchemy comes in, right? That's where you anchor the light, and that's where you release yourself and everything attached to that density. It's where you raise the earth's vibration. Okay, so there are thoughts, and then there are like intense moments. Only you can decide which is which, knowing that also with an intense moment, you can just really, really release the limitation and go, actually, no, that's not true. I don't see myself like that. That's not true. I know that I'm worthy. I'm love. I'm God. I'm a miracle who creates more miracles. I am the miracle that keeps on giving. 9111. This is the truth for you. Does that resonate? So however it works for you, right? But the silent retreat, barring internal work where you are really consciously paying attention and shifting things around and using your alchemy, when you are around people, and even then when you are around people, here's where you watch your words, watch your language, speak less, listen more, speak as little as possible. If you're having thoughts, allow the thoughts, right? You can shut them down if you feel called to, because if you're thinking, you're not really present in the conversation. If anything lingers past the conversation, right? This is the other thing. Sometimes not everything is for alchemy. Sometimes things are for you to find clarity right before you can use your alchemy. Sometimes it's a little bit muddy. And this is where the writing in. So we are no longer thinking, we are taking action, right? So if you find yourself really, really lost in thought, really, really with repetitive thoughts, it's writing it down, getting the thoughts out of the head onto paper, right? So that you actually have a visual representation of what is going on in your head. The rest is for silence and stillness. Practice stillness, practice silence. Do it for a week. I say this because it's really only going to, well, for me in my first few experiences, from about day 3, day 4, did it become more natural, more innate. In the beginning, it really was like a yoga practice, right? Taking myself back to the now, shutting it down, not giving it a second thought. Anything that is reoccurring, getting it written down, seeing what stirs, seeing what comes through, right? Looking at the full picture and then using an alchemical approach. This stillness, this quiet, it's really, you are not allowed. I mean, you're a microphone of God, you are an instrument of God, you're the hand of God, you are here to create, right? So you are here to be seen, you're here to be heard, but not in the way that the human thinks. So words are frequency, words are spells, words are magic, but words are limited. So use your words, but knowing that it is the frequency that you are carrying when you are speaking that is the magic. And this practice allows one to sort of recalibrate and actually get a very clear picture, feeling, knowing about the soul, the divinity, the heart space center, the quiet, the bliss, the peace, the stillness, the bliss. I think I said that, but it's bliss. Versus the busy ego, the thoughts, the shaming, the blaming, the guilting, the anything that doesn't feel good, right? You will be able to really get a clear picture of both. I'm gonna say this very lightly, both versions of you, okay? Because your ego does not leave you. It is your humanity, right? It is what you are working with. So right now there is just distortion, and it's when you get a clear picture about what the truth of you truly feels, looks like, operates from, like, then you have an idea of really what is not the truth of you, making it a lot easier, 11:11, making it a lot easier to play from here. So this is a practice. Do it if it feels good for you, and be gentle with yourself, right? Especially in the beginning. It's a practice. You're going to get into it. And if it calls to you and you commit to it, write down a number, like go inside what number calls to you, 5 days, 6 days, a week. Write it down, right? Set the intention so that your human cannot escape it, because your human will try. The matrix will try. Okay, pulling an alchemy card on this Emperor and this 5 of emotions. Okay, because whatever is being attached to, whatever is trying to, whatever, okay, I'm going to word it this way. There is something or some things that you feel that you have to do, that you have to tend to, that the reasons for this will be different for everyone. It's a collective reading. This also is not for everyone. I'm hearing that this particular thread, particular stream is just for a few. Okay. Whenever you feel frightened, fear is not your natural state. So if there is fear, there is like a step, a foot in an old paradigm. So when you're experiencing fear, okay, let's pull a card here. Oh, wow. Okay. So funny because this Pluto card came out yesterday and it wanted to come out today with regards to the Emperor and the Five of Emotions. With regards to this fear, we have 25 Argentum silver. Okay, silver also being very much linked to the moon. So everything that is, you are illuminating you at this time, friends. There's no escaping. There's no escaping the truth of you. There's no escaping what you came here to do. You're that important. You're that important. Your purpose here is that important. Your destiny here is that great. Like, it's your birthright. It's your birthright. You can't hide from it. You can't run from it. Okay? Lunar reflective chrome. Amidst its upper echelon status, silver shines eternally in second position. It is the lesser sibling, the one that's not quite there yet. A true alchemist does not resist this truth, but rather studies its subtle implications and its wisdom. Silver requires polishing or the surface tarnishes over time. Mirrors require cleaning or the image clouds and distorts. Whereas gold sustains its own malleable radiance, silver asks for our participation. We must work at it. Don't give up now. Silver wants to build relationships. Like the moon, a mirror or a poem, let it reflect an image back. With an open heart and one more moment of willingness, the seemingly cold, stark surface of silver opens into the imaginal realm. What is there? Your own vastness? The mysteries that beckon you over the moonlit nights. Through our daily devotion to silver, we find the truest gold. Go deeper, find a piece of silver and polish it by hand, to ponder polishing as a practice. Silver is mirror-like cold and dense. How do these qualities affect the surrounding cards in the reading? How does silver reflect onto the others? Silver is known as the metal of the moon, and the brain is known as the silver organ. Therefore, meditation is key to unlocking the metal secrets. This silent retreat, this is just an easy way to kind of call it, this is a type of meditation. I mean, life is meditation, right? Meditation is the art of awareness. So this is very much, I'm just going to have a sip of water. This is very much where you guys are polishing your skills of living in a meditative state always, right? Okay. Pluto. Pluto in relation to these attachments and this resistance to this, hearing a seeming resistance, right? Because it's like, it's a fear thing. It's like you want to let go. This is what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. Whomever this resonates with, you want to let go, but then there's just something. Like I said, it's the seed. It's like, I'm there. Yes. No. And what's coming through again is this fear of your own power. Okay, Pluto is 10. Keep coming to Neptune, but let's read Pluto. The underworld, power, compulsion. Pluto's realm is one of deep and undeniable power, known as the planet of the underworld. Pluto has a captivating effect that pulls us into the depths, its depths leading to all things excessive and Dysonian in nature. Images of the resurrection, possession, the sacred heart, birth, sex, and death are all symbols of Pluto's volatile energy. It's coming through really, really fast. I feel like things are happening very, very quickly for you. Okay, something is in here. When this card shows up, know that everything will be amplified as if through a live wire. It's all about power and maybe even addiction. Though Pluto's force field can be ruthless, this tiny planet pushes us towards necessary growth. When we follow its mesmerizing pulse, we are taken into the depths to be changed. There's no point in pretending the underworld is not at work. Admit that you're in it and find the support you need. Not making it worse is a big accomplishment. Go deeper, watch the movie The Labyrinth to ponder the miracle of small things. Amplification is a powerful alchemical operation. Notice what thoughts and speech you amplify throughout the day and adjust as necessary. Feeling like if this reading resonates with you, these alchemical cards, these alchemy cards have really, for me, given confirmation that silence, stillness, meditative bliss is the way to clarity for you at this time. Okay, I'm gonna just shuffle and see if there's anything else. 3, but I think that this is it for today. Okay, one card. The Hermit. 9. This is introspection, reflection, inner work. This is really where, like, I'm hearing this is like the last hermit phase. In this, let's call it a cycle. They're not giving me more than that, friends. So I don't know. But I'm hearing that, you know, whatever occurs in this introspection, you're not going to need to go back there again. Like you're closing the door to so many things, and I'm being called to leave it there. Okay, beautiful, magical, divine one, thank you for co-creating this beautiful message with me. Thank you for all that you are. Thank you for embodying and embracing your divinity and for anchoring the light in all the ways that you do. Have a beautiful, beautiful now. Blessings and love. Bye-bye.